Good morning. Day 45 on the Florida Trail. And yep, as you might guess, it's cold again. Ooh, it was probably, well, it had to be 40, maybe upper 30s last night. It's now just above 40s, we think, at least for whatever town we're closest to, White Springs. Yeah, it's cold. But it was a good night last night until about what, 4:30? When the roosters across the street started crowing non-stop. Woo! Yeah, so for a good 2 hours we tried to continue to sleep or so through those. So that was fun.
I enjoyed hearing the peepers last night. The little
Oh
frogs.
yeah.
So that's relaxing.
Yes, that was nice to go to sleep to.
Not so much.
Yeah. So that was great. Yeah, let's see. We've got, according to Google, 4.8 miles of road walking here to get to a parking lot, which is the trailhead for a Blue Blaze that'll take us back to trail. And again, that is just to avoid swimming, literally swimming through the tributaries that lead into the Suwannee through this section. So we don't need to go into all that again, but that's what we're doing. And hopefully by lunchtime or so, we
That'd be so nice.
hopefully by lunch, we should be at the getting into the trailhead where we'll get a ride into town. I still don't remember the name of the town, but we'll put that in later. So we're taking a Nero today, just to resupply for the next couple of days to get us up to the town that I do remember, Madison. So that's the plan for the next few days. I think that's about it for now. My hand is getting really cold holding the camera. Oh, and we will be hitting our 600 mile mark here shortly, so we'll take a picture of that. It won't be too much longer. That's it. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. This is the Blue Blaze Camp Branch Trail that will to reconnect us to the Florida Trail in probably a mile and a half or so, something like that. In the meantime, there are some little loops down here that, if it's not too flooded, there's a couple little features, or a feature at least. Disappearing river. I think it's creek. So we're gonna see if we can see that when we get down here. It's kind of a unique feature to this area, I guess, because of the rock formations and stuff like that. Yeah, apparently it's just like a creek that is running through the woods and then disappears into the rock. Sounds pretty cool. We've seen some other videos of it, so not sure if the water is going to be too high to really see it today or not, or even get to it. Not sure if this is the disappearing creek, because it does, it's got to be it, right? Because it just ends right there.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that is one of that this is at least part of the disappearing creek, because there's nothing. It's all dry over there. All right, the water ends there. And there's nothing over here. Let's walk. I mean, you would think that it'd be right here where we're walking, that there'd be water. And there's a depression over here, as if there might be water on this side. Nope. It looks like it might get flooded in here, but there's nothing. That's it. And we have rejoined the Florida Trail here We are now going to continue along the red line, along the Florida Trail. I'm not sure what we're going to find here. Again, we just hopefully are just missing the section with the major water issues, but there really are no comments from up above in our app from other hikers for this next section. Nothing recent, at least. So we're not really sure what we're going to find.
The word of the day is dry feet.
Dry feet.
Dry feet. That's 2 words. Okay, the words of the day are dry feet.
Let's hope that those words are true.
It's almost 10 o'clock and we're still bundled up.
Yes, that's true. We're still wearing our gloves and hats and rain jackets to stay warm. Yeah, sun is coming out, as you can see behind there, but yeah, the air is pretty cold still. And back next to the Suwannee. It's so peaceful, even at flood stage right now. Really pretty though. It's a great section. We love this trail through here. Really disappointed that we had to skip a number of miles along the river, but better skip and not be in water up to our necks. This is what you have to do when you build your house right next to the Suwannee River. Those are some pretty high stilts that house is up on. And that's probably a story and a half up to just to the bottom of the deck, maybe 2. Pretty impressive.
Out there, that big one.
Yeah.
See how far underwater it is.
Yeah. All the way out there. Huh. All right, trying to respect privacy here, people's homes, but there are 2 houses here that are connected by these raised walkways and a screened-in porch in between them. And there's the other walkway going over to this other house. Oh, look at that. And a water for hikers spigot. Very nice. Thank you. Well, maybe they don't mind so much that I'm videotaping their houses then. Surprised how many are structures in general out here this morning. That's probably what, 4 houses and 1 dilapidated shelter and another pavilion, and yeah, quite a bit just in the last, what, 2 miles or so that we've been back in this section. Another limbo. You got to go down. There you go. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. Am I through?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Wow. Decision time.
There.
There's a big tree right over there. There's right over there, it looks like, is the trail. Yeah, I can see an orange blaze through there.
There?
Huh? No, to the, yep, over there, yep.
That also looks pretty eroded.
It does. I think we can get through over there, but yep. All right. Let's see about crossing that tree.
Bushwhack up there.
And yeah, hope and getting back through the palmetto again, just like yesterday. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. All right, yeah, avoided, did not walk up that tree. You can see the angle on it is pretty steep there. To try to climb up that, and there's branches and stuff all in the way. So we decided not to do that and just come through here. That we were actually able to stay on dry, more or less dry ground all through this little area here. So we are not the first ones to bushwhack up through here. So there is a bit of a a bit of a trail here. So hopefully we won't get as cut up as we did yesterday. But we gotta get right over there. Alright, this is a little different for the Florida Trail. A steep climb. We had a little bit of one yesterday with a, oh yeah, with a switchback. We actually have a switchback here too. Oops, a little bit. Wow. Yeah, a little, not a lot of maintenance in here right now. This trail's a little overgrown, but we've been through worse. Lots of these little flowers. Not sure what they are. Somebody was hiding the bridge behind a pine branch. Very clever. Yeah, it's, yeah. The bridge is still, or that plank. Yeah, really, come down. There you go. Really should be connecting over there. Considering the steepness of the bank. Some more pretty views of the Suwannee as we walk along the edge of it. And this white sand beach along the river. Wow.
Is that a stick? No, what is that? That's a stick. Is that a snake?
Not so much the bridge, it's the after the bridge. The dilemma again. I say we might have to walk across that tree over there. That looks fairly deep.
Yeah, it does.
And the trail is right there. There's no getting over that way. So, I'm gonna say we're looking at the tree. Let's go scope it out. We need a new name for bushwhacking through Palmetto, because we're doing quite a bit of it, and it's painful. The tree was maybe doable, but it would not be easy. So we're trying to figure out where other people have gone across up here. Ow! 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 I'm fine. Just scraped up my leg. That's where we came from. All the way down there, somewhere. We bushwhacked all the way across there. Meandered. There was a beaten path from others through there. And now we've got dry ground to cross on. Of course, that was after I took a spill because my foot got caught on a tree. And now we got some more paths that look like they might lead us back in the right direction, because the trail should go right up there, across there somewhere. All right, not too bad. The dry feet day continues. But there's the rest of the water. Fortunately, it got this high spot right here that allowed us to cross. It wasn't an easy bushwhack. For those of you who come behind and need to do it. But yes, for the people who blazed that ahead of us, it was good. We did it. Another fun bushwhacking experience through the Palmetto. This is a bridge from the old US 129. Apparently it's got some, I mean you can see it, the graffiti up there and whatnot. It sounds like there's we might have to go up top to see some of the other stuff, but it talks about like music groups and things like that that are people that were going to, I don't know, concerts or yeah, there's a lot of it. Every pillar back through there has graffiti on it. It's a very decorated bridge.
Here we go.
All right, the end of the dry feet day.
I don't think it's going to be any. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. But, you know, we're so close. We're only half a mile from the end. Or so. Yep. But at least it's shallow. And now we're going under the new US 129 bridge. Not as colorful. Yet.